What? Quiet! Hey, buddy. Norman. Hey, you okay, buddy? Listen, I didn't mean to scare you back there. We need to talk. Let's go upstairs and have some coffee, okay?
Who in the world are you?
Well, you can call me the Time Cowboy or Maurice. Hell, you can call me anything you want to. The important thing, Norman, is for you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you.
So what is this all about? I mean, and in the garage, a Delorean? I suppose it goes through time too, like, you know, in Back to the Future, right?
It is, and it does. Let me tell you a story. Now, in the late 19th century, H.G. Wells really did invent a time machine.
You mean H.G. Wells, the famous author who wrote The Time Machine?
Yep, and it worked too. Now, he invented a machine that was able to go anywhere, anywhen. When H.G. died in 1946, it was handed down to his son, G.P. Wells, who didn't know what to do with it. Now, it didn't have an instruction manual or anything, but GP fired it up, and it was in the wherever mode, where it could travel through space but not time. So he fired it up and ended up in this little place in 1947 called Roswell, New Mexico.
Roswell, New Mexico, 1947.
Yep. Now I know what you're thinking. It was the spaceship that everybody's talked about with Roswell. No, that actually happened too. You see, the time machine was actually attracted to that event. It seems to work that way. Anyway, the US government, or I should say the US military, kept control of the device itself and kept it in what is now known as Area 51.
Area 51.
They're taking the alien technology that they got from the actual spaceship, and they put it on the time machine. So the US military made some modifications to the device based on the alien technology.
And they put it in a DeLorean, right?
No, that came later, about 1988. Some tech geek in Area 51 did that as kind of an homage to Back to the Future.
And the government has it, and they can travel back and forth in time. So what in the heck is it doing in my garage?
Well, it turns out the downside is the device is very unstable. It would prefer to be piloted by H.G. Wells. And failing that, it would like to be piloted by one of his direct descendants.
Me?
Yep, you're our guy.
And you're with the FBI, right? Or no, CIA? Who exactly are you with? So if you tell me, you have to kill me.
Well, time's a wasted. Come on, Norman. All right, now, we got a timeline that we need to fix. One of our agents kind of messed up in the past. We have to go back and fix it.
We have to go fix it?
Well, you're right. It's kind of more of a me fixing thing than a you fixing thing. Now, your job is to pilot the craft.
So I'm just gonna drive this thing.
Right. Now, I want you to remember there's 2 rules to this trip. Number 1, while we're on this trip, you are to stay in this vehicle. And number 2, while we're on this trip, you are to stay in this vehicle. Is that clear?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay. Now, go ahead and push that little button over there, the green one. Okay, now it's kind of starting up. All right. Need for you to put in some time coordinates. We're going to need to go back to March 26th, 1968 at 7:20 a.m. You can see a panel over there. It's also on the left, down a little bit. Go ahead and put that in. Okay, very good. Now, need for you to enter in these space coordinates. That's where we're going. That goes a little bit further down, right underneath there. That's good. Fine. So we're going to Seattle, Washington. And we have a little thing to fix that has to do with Robert Kennedy's campaign.
You mean like his assassination?
Well, kind of in a roundabout way. Now I need for you, there's a little indentation on the right there. I need for you to put your thumb on that. Now don't worry, it's fine. Just put your little thumb on that.
Ah!
Yeah.
That kind of hurt. What
Kind of did, yeah. I kind of tricked you into that one. It's the way it kind of gets your DNA.
I'm not feeling very good.
Now you'll be fine. The return trip's the one that gets you.
What?
High five, partner. I told you about the return trip.
Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta go use the restroom. I've had way too much coffee.
All right. Okay. HQ, tell me we did good. Tell me the RFK thing worked like a charm, because I think it did. And yes, it did. Boom. Yes. Now, let's look at the timeline. Well, that can't be right. Wait a minute. What the hell? Norman? Norman, get on back in here.
Yeah, what?
Just now, you said you had to go use the restroom because, your words, you have way too much coffee. Now, last time we were in the kitchen, you had some coffee, which was about a half an hour ago before we went on the time trip. You just had a couple of sips of coffee. Now, where did you have all of this coffee?
Well, you took a long time when we were up in Seattle, so I went across the street to that cafe and ordered a cup of coffee.
Norman, do you remember what the first rule of time travel is?
Don't leave the vehicle.
That's right. And the second rule of time travel is?
Don't leave the vehicle.
Excellent. But you did. So now I want to ask you, at that cafe, did you interact with anyone other than, say, the waitress?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so, you mean?
Not really. No, not really.
You mean?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I talked to some guy sitting at the counter.
Okay, so, what did you two talk about?
Something about his son wanted to stay home instead of going away for prep school or something or another. You know, go to school locally with his buddies, something like that.
Okay, and what advice, if any, did you give him?
Yeah, I think I said something like, let him go to school locally and, you know, hang with his buddies.
Hang with his buddies, right. Hang with his buddies, okay. What was the fellow's name? Do you remember that?
The guy I talked to?
Yeah.
William something.
William something. Was it William Gates?
That sounds kind of familiar.
That was actually Bill Gates Sr. And you just talked him out of sending Bill Gates Jr. to Lakeside Prep. He would have met Paul Allen. He also did not go in this timeline to Harvard. In this timeline that we're in right now, there is no Microsoft. But we have a huge multinational and quasi-governmental company called Orange Computing Inc., which pretty much runs everything. So, congratulations, Norman. You've destroyed Microsoft and the world pretty much as we know it.
Oh!
Do not use the takes before this one. Big drool.
Oh, shit. I got it on my only clean shirt. Seriously.
Okay, do the thing. Coffee?
3, 2, 1.
Steve Richardson! I've been looking for you, buddy! Hey, I'll tell you what, let's go upstairs and have some coffee. We'll talk about it. All right? You little dipshit. And actually...
Who are you?
Well, you can call me the shit cowboy. That wasn't very good anymore. All right, there's a cut there, and then we'll go. Well, time's a wasting. Yeah, time's a wasting, I think. Yeah, always make sure you have plenty of this stuff, as we realized from before.
Ah! Okay.
All right. Well, time's a wasting. I gotta get my damn hat. Well, time's a wasting. Come on, Norman. I can't get out of the frame. It moved. Oh.
H.G. Wells, you mean like the famous author? Whoa, that's a lot to process. I'm a I'm a defendant.
You'll be a defendant.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa, that's a lot to process. I'm a defendant.
I'm a defendant again. Oh yeah, I just had my DNA checked through DNA Is Us. Oh yeah, I had my DNA checked recently through DNA and Me. Me? Me? Me?
Okay. We're going back to March 26th, 1978. Oh, shit. First, we're going backwards in time. Okay.
You mean his assassination?
In a roundabout way, yeah.
Okay, what else? What else?
I've run out of script. No. All right. Getting ready to go. No, you have to
do this.
2, 3. Oh shit! I widen my eyes. Fuck. 1, 2, 3.
I was smiling.
1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, and 2, 3. High five, partner.
My light.
Yeah! High five, partner. 2, 3. Perfect. I say it was perfect. So, congratulations, Norman. You've destroyed Microsoft and the world pretty much as we know it.
Oh!
Nice smile.
Camera's not over there.
Yeah, nice smile when I said, we won't use that anyway. We'll have to bleep it out. It's one of those things. And you've pretty much destroyed the world as we know it.
Oh,